live real quick. Y'all, woo, it's heating up in LA. It's hot in LA. This shit is crazy. Y'all. Okay, listen, this is what you want to do. This is about to be some historical shit. Okay? I'm calling some plays here. This today is about to be some historical shit in America. Okay? I remember on January 6th, I was totally prepared. Hey, what's up, Gabe? You watching LA? You better watch LA. Trump is about to make some serious historical moves. Oh, goodness. I'm calling some plays. I ain't going to be on here long because I got to go back and watch this shit. So, apparently, for the past 2 days, ICE has been doing crazy raids in California, right? So, what has happened is the folks started turning up. They started turning up. They trying to fight the police, all these law enforcement agencies. So it's come to Donald Trump's attention. Now, I saw this about a month or two ago. I said, ooh, these Latinos, they don't know what they playing with. They done took over highways. They tearing up shit. They harassing the police. Now, I'm not a Trump person. I don't like him, okay? But y'all need to go check this out. What you want to do is you're going to type in LA, right, not riots, LA protests, LA ICE, LA Federal Building, any of that, and you scroll down when you filter to live and watch this shit live. No, I'm not watching. You might just want to check it out. It is very interesting. This is about to be historical because I see the setup. I see the setup. I'm an activist and I've participated in a lot of protests. This is not a protest. They already started looting and like near Compton, I believe they started rioting. They're tearing up police and all kind of stuff. They're surrounding the federal building and the LA courthouse. They're doing a whole lot. And at this point, the mayor has determined that this is an unlawful assembly. So that opens up the can of worms. You can't say it's a. I'm just telling you, it's not my world. I'm just saying. Once an unlawful assembly is determined, at that point, you are not supposed to stay. Now we're talking about federal property. Now this is some historical shit. Watch what I'm calling some plays now. Governor Newsom has just publicly said that he wants Donald Trump to get the feds out of his business. He wants the California National Guard to stop listening to the federal government and turn the responsibility and the power back over to him as the governor of California. So, what we have right now, historically, is a governor telling the so called president that he does not have the authority in the state of California. He said, you are violating our state rights. He's basically saying you're usurping power that is not yours. Now, mind you, this is a federal building they're protecting where they're holding people who are being detained for immigration. There's a couple of things going on. There's ICE, there's the FBI, there's Homeland Security, there's the Sheriff's Department of LA, the LAPD. All right. They brought in the California National Guard. They got everybody out there. And the patrol, what do you call it? The Highway Safety Patrol. They got everybody out there. Now, they haven't pulled out the National Guard. That comes at the end. This is a setup. I'm trying to tell you, this is a setup. So what they're doing is they're pushing the crowd back. They're doing these formations and they're blocking off stuff. And the crowds are growing and the crowds are growing. It's not a mistake. I tell you what, by the end of the night, it's going to turn wild. They already got officers that are hurt. They've already damaged and done a lot of property damage to police. They jumping in front of cars. They doing all kind of crazy stuff. They going wild out there. Okay. So if you look at it live, I'm not going to be on here long. I'm just telling y'all what's going on. Donald Trump, watch this. Watch this. He's going to declare martial law on the state of California. It's 6 o'clock here, 6:43. They got 3 more hours ahead behind. Okay, so it's 3:43. This has been going on for several hours. So what's going to happen Is the time and the tension and all that stuff. More people are gonna gather. More people are gonna gather. He's got the media out there. They're taking these images. They're showing people getting beat up. They're throwing canisters. They're hurting officers. It's getting wild. So all of this is media spectacle. The setup is there. Do you think that Trump calls in the National Guard and he ain't gonna use them? He's not going to show his power and prestige and might. You think he wasted his time for 24 hours putting them people out there? He took control of the state of California. Okay. And Governor Newsom is saying, give me my power back. And Trump is not going to go with it. Okay. So it's about to be some historical shit. We're going to have a battle between Trump and the governor of California. That's one thing. The second thing is he's about to declare martial law. I can see it. He got the National Guard and he wants to put this down. I knew it. I said, these damn Mexicans, Latinos, they not on code. They not on code. This ain't the move. And let me say this too. I know exactly what they're doing. I even heard Trump somewhere. He said that he wants masks off. He's about to declare in California or LA, no mask allowed. Y'all know why? That's why I stopped doing protests. I would do speeches, but I don't do no protests. I don't do no hell raising or none of that. I get invited to stuff, I ain't going. We not in that age no more. That freedom of speech and all that stuff, that shit's over. That shit's over because the Department of Justice don't work for the people. Homeland Security don't work for the people. ICE don't work for the people. Okay, they got a regime here. That's the truth. All that due process of law, that shit is not happening no more. Truth is truth. That don't exist no more, y'all. It don't exist. So y'all check out on YouTube. Look at the type in LA riots or LA protests and ICE or something like that, or federal building, and then look on the live views. They got helicopters. Now the reason why he don't want nobody wearing masks, I'm gonna tell you as an activist. I'm just be honest with you. I'm not afraid, but I'm not stupid. In 2000, in 2004, I ended up on a watch list, okay? And I had not been able to get the fuck off, and it's 2025. I ended up on a watch list because of my activism and because of my journalism, okay? And some of the organizations I participated in. Now, I'm sure at this point, low on the totem pole. But I still have to go through all the security with Homeland Security and all the troubles and the strip searches and the blah, 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 and the special ticket drawing and all that bullshit they do. And when I go to other countries, I go through a questioning process behind the scenes. I'm over it. It's been 20 goddamn years. I'm so over it. I don't care. But I do not escalate myself as a threat. That's what I'm careful not to do. So I'm telling y'all from experience, I know about these formations. I know about how they do a lot of stuff. But Donald Trump said that he wants people to take those masks off. Do you know why they want you to take the mask off? They want you to take the mask off because they have drones. Now, if this gets to be nighttime, you look up in the sky during this protest, and when it gets to be nighttime, you will see 1,001 flashes in the sky. Those are drones. Large cities have teams and armies of drones. Those drones are taking pictures, 1,000 pictures a minute, very quickly. They also have some machines, okay, that take your pings from your phone and they collect the data. This is why it is very stupid. They started doing this hardcore during BLM. I didn't go to no BLM protest, none of that. I ain't participating in nothing. It's a very stupid thing to do. You better write your senator or do whatever you want to do, but going out to the streets these days, that's the 1960s. This is not the move. Because you, under Trump, under Department of Justice, you can be considered a threat to the state. You understand? There can be charges put on you. So they don't want people. And let me say something. When you see these people doing all this photography, you think they're journalists? No, they're not. They're agents and they're taking your fucking photo and they are capturing every moment between the drones. They have set cameramen on buildings. They can zero in on your ass. They got helicopters. They are. You think you throwing a can and hitting the officer in the head? You think you're gonna get away with it? Look at them people from January 6th. They still being prosecuted. Oh, we saw when you hit the officer with a flag. Well, you think you done got away with it 2 years later? Shit. They go through all of that footage and they hunt all y'all asses down. You don't believe me? Ask the motherfucking UK. The UK, you can go out there and cut a fool. Nobody's going to arrest you in that moment. But guess what? Them officers will come to your Them damn Bobbies is gonna come to your house 2 weeks later and arrest your ass for what you did, and they got all the evidence. This is the federal government. Let me say that again. This is the federal government. This is the federal government. I would not fucking play with the federal government. These Mexicans, Latinos are stupid. You hear me? They go into a federal building, attacking federal agents and those who are in coordination with federal agents. Are you fucking dumb? You're going to end up 10, 15 years under. They're going to start putting people on the plane from LAX, okay? That's how dirty this is about to get. Trump is about to show his whole entire ass. Governor Newsom might want to go sit his ass down before he get arrested, too. They arresting mayors and city council people. I don't know if y'all know that. But they arresting judges now, okay? This ain't the regular America. This is very interesting. Let me see your comments. Let me read your comments. Let me read your comments. Let me read these comments. Let me read these comments. Okay. He said, hi. He said, I'll tune in. Thank you. I heard the National Guard is there now. Yep, the National Guard. And that's going to be under Trump's lead. And that's going to go ugly. These folks about to have, what did he say? He said immigration is going to turn bloody. Didn't he say that a while back? When that motherfucker talk, I believe him. And he said, what'd you say, Angelica? And he said, true. And he said, let me see. Say, you said throw out the baby with the bathwater. I feel you. Very similar experience. Oh, really? They want to be able to identify you. Yeah, they do. Yep, AI connected. They're gonna start. See, a lot of people don't understand. They're gonna start sending them get your ass out of here. Okay. They're gonna start throwing that send it via email, text, uh, or whatever. They're gonna start saying you are summoned for deportation. Let me say this. I'm about to get off because I got to go see the action. I want to see what the hell going on. This shit is heating up. And you might be saying, "Oh, why do you care so much? It's California. It's what you call a trial run. It's called a trial run." He already using some insurrection act, and he's about to declare martial law. I seriously doubt he didn't pull the National Guard in, and that's not what he's going to do. This is going to be his historical shit. When you got a governor going up against a president of the United States, it's about to be some shit, and it's full of Democrats. So that's gonna turn into a whole trick bag. A whole bunch of Democrats, a Democratic state. Everybody want to do their pomp and circumstance. Nancy Pelosi gonna drag her ass out here. It's about to be a wild, wild west. I want to just pay attention. I'm listening to people who have commentary on these live streams. I wouldn't go with any of the live streams that are low numbers. Go with anything that's 12,000 viewers and up. It's a lot of people watching. They about to put on a whole shit show. It is 7 o'clock over here where I'm at on the east side, east coast. By 10 o'clock tonight, which is in 3 more hours. Let me see, 3 plus 7, 7. Okay, it's 3 there. By 9 p.m., which is gonna be midnight my time, LA is gonna be turned up. It's gonna be turned by midnight my time. LA is going to be turned up because people are watching it, and a lot of people think they're gonna be confrontational. They're gonna run down there, and they think they're gonna. And let me say this: one thing I do know as well, we just had a takeover of Stone Mountain about a year and a half ago. The governor had to call in the Georgia National Guard, okay? And he did the same thing. He had all them agencies lined up, the sheriffs, the police, the FBI, the Homeland Security, all of it. All of that was lined up. It was to fight the Confederates, though. The Confederates came. White supremacists came to this small town to call themselves taking over. And boy, was it explosive. And the thing is, what a lot of people don't see, they say, "Oh, why are they letting them get beat up? Why they letting the police out there going through all this stuff?" Man, you don't see. You don't see. You can't see. Everything's a trick bag. You cannot see all them agencies. They're there. They're in buildings. There are thousands of them sitting in them buildings waiting. for it to get out of hand. They waiting for the call. When they get that call, they gonna say, "Come on, bring them." Boy, all hell gonna break loose. All hell gonna break loose. If the National Guard got to come out, it's about to be fucking ugly. Okay, it's gonna get ugly. Now, locally, our National Guard on these all these side streets, you would see the FBI posted up. They got binoculars and stuff over bridges, on top of buildings. Oh, it was very interesting. I paid attention to everything. And what they did is they reserved the National Guard. They had them on different streets, sitting in a hot ass bus. Troops, troops, troops. The Georgia National Guard. But what happened is the Confederates that came, their numbers were so small, but they was prepared. Okay, they were prepared. Our government was prepared. They didn't have to use the Georgia National Guard. They took out probably maybe two buses just for the show and let them walk up and down the street. But I was riding up and down the street, up and down the streets. I wasn't finna go to the protest. I already said I don't do that. I don't do that. I was riding up and down the street observing these damn Confederates, and it wasn't enough of them. So the local police was able to handle them, right? And of course, the natives, the people who live here, because they were all invaders from other states, they handled them too. They whooped their ass actually. They were so outnumbered by the locals. They literally got their asses whooped. They were getting dragged, getting their hats snatched off, clothes and t-shirts ripped. The locals whooped their ass, okay? They will never come back to Stone Mountain again. So they didn't even have to pull out the National Guard. Y'all, this shit is crazy. If Trump decides that he's going to declare martial law on either LA or the state of California, y'all, this gonna be wild. It's a test run. It's a test run. This man likes power. He likes showing. He likes bullying. Gavin Newsom dumb. If I was him, I'd have been like, Trump, handle your business and give me my power back when you're finished. That's what I would have done. Gavin Newsom is fucking done. He's stupid. Okay, let me read these comments. You said there always there's always a test state for everything. Exactly. Exactly. That's why I'm paying attention. That starts in one place first. That's right. And then they use it everywhere else. Exactly. Exactly. But I don't think anybody else in the United States is cutting up. I mean, he would have a hard time trying to be like, I gotta declare national emergency for all of America. He would have a hard time doing that. Trying to create a police state everywhere. He can do that in LA. That's one city. Now, if they start, now if the Mex, let me say this. Now, if the Mexicans start turning up, the Latinos start turning up. Now, mind you, ain't no Koreans out there, ain't no Africans, no Arabs out there doing all this. This is just purely Latinos. Latinos is mad because they thought they was white. Okay, that's really what they upset about. The Latinos thought they was white. They did. They just knew they was white, and they're getting their asses handed to them. No, you brown, you tan, you just like us. You ain't better. They went out and they voted for Trump, and he is putting their asses on planes, trains, automobiles up out this bitch. Okay, they mad because they thought they was white. They mad because they had on Trump shirts, and now they realize that they the joke. So you got to go with what's right. You can't go with these politics and all this bullshit. I'm not a Democrat anymore. I'm independent, but I'm telling you, thinking you white and white is right, you fucking up. You fucking up every time. White is white, okay? They about to learn today. They gonna learn today. They mad. The Cubans mad. Everybody. I did a video about the Cubans. They mad. They thought they really was convinced they was white. They thought privilege was coming their way. They did not know that they was gonna lose everything. And this is the crazy thing. Them second and third generation Mexicans out there in Texas and California, Arizona, they think they are untouchable. Oh, you touchable. There's something called racial profiling. They finna fuck with y'all. You even look like you got some Latino in you. They finna come fuck with you. A lot of them have seen it. So they can't say, well, I'm a citizen, I'm protected. No, you're not. No, you're not. And they've been deporting Latinos to Africa. They didn't put them on planes and deported Latinos to goddamn Africa. Believe it or not. Yes, they have. You ain't white. Y'all gonna learn today. We've had 400 years in this bitch. We've had 400 years in America. We know our cousins. They got to learn. They about to learn. Angelique, you said, let me see, you said, I don't think he would actually, you don't think he would actually what, declare martial law? Because there are so many men waiting for the opportunity to justify someone under the guise of serving our country. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Cubans are a special brand. Oh yeah, them Cubans, they getting their asses handed to them. They thought they were so special. I talked about that. I try to travel Cuba as much as I can. I might end up going soon. I want to see Santiago. I might end up going soon this summer. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Depending on how my money goes. Depending on how my money goes. If my money go real well this summer, as I hope, I may take a trip to what is it? Saudi Arabia in the fall. Maybe. We'll see. And you said, um, I don't think he would have a hard time declaring martial law. Oh, you don't think so? Wow, I don't think he would have a. You mean across the whole country? Across the whole country, Angelica? Sorry, I should have been more detailed. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You don't think he'll have a hard time declaring it across the whole United States? I think California is done. He got the media out there. He got the circus. He got all the pictures. Officers' mouth bleeding and shit. They got pictures of the LAPD being pushed and pummeled. They got folks thrown on the ground. They got gas, rubber bullets, pow, pow. They got all the fireworks going already. And it's just getting started. It's just getting started. Let me see. It's 4 o'clock in LA right now. 4 o'clock. So they got at least another 5 hours to turn it all the fuck the way up. They got 5 hours to get these people to turn all the fuck the way up. Because that's all they doing. They're agitating these folks. All this is by design. No doubt. Trump has an outcome. He said when he sent the National Guard in a day or two ago, he had every intention on making the big ass shit show for all America to see. And yes, this is gonna rally white supremacists. This is gonna feed their goddamn rhetoric. He giving the people the show they want. He loved a good show. He love a good show. He sure goddamn does. You think you? I Let me see. You said you think it would be it would delight him. Yep, I think it would be light for him. And then you said, "Uh-oh, I pushed the damn thing down." That's the Trump card. Trump is holding. Excuse the pun. Yeah, I'm ready to go vote again. It's felt. What the hell? I can't read. Okay. I'm ready to go vote again. It's felt like he's been here for years and it's only been 6 months. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. This shit seems like, yeah, man, it ain't even been 6 months, really. It feels like forever. Just imagine 3 more years. God damn. He gonna set it off today. He gonna set it off. Okay, I'm about to end this live because I want to go back and I want to see what's going on. I'm busy doing some stuff, but I'm listening. I got my earplug in. I'm just listening, and I go back and look at the phone if I hear some noises or they got people narrating. So I'm gonna go look at that. I might do a live stream later and see do a follow up, a quick like 10-minute follow up. Maybe we'll see. Y'all check it out. Type in LA protests. You can type in immigration and Click and filter for live views, and don't look at anything less than 12,000 views. It's probably boring. You want to get the stuff that's aerial, the aerial that goes back and forth between aerial on the ground and commentators. The shit is wild. The shit is wild. Trump's gonna turn the whole fuck up. He been to turn the whole fuck up. Okay, report back with breaking news. I shall. All right, y'all. Have a good day. All right.